$10 drive-through car wash every weekend only at Airpark Canterbury, Parking Island off Russley Road.
In terms of its scale, there'd be nothing like it in New Zealand. Just over 30,000 square metres of building. That's large. For us, it was how do you break the scale of this down? So by having the two bars, the wet and dry bar, that's part of it. We differentiated the two again by colour. So when we came to the cladding, we used the dark and the white as a way of differentiating. The next response was actually the form of the building. So you can see by the building and its profile that essentially it's what I call an elegant shed that has a high end and a low end. That's derived from the requirements within. So in the swimming areas, obviously the dive tower required a certain height, which allowed us then to form the highest end of that building, and then it just sloped down to the north end where the hydro slides are. With the dry area where the courts are, we could do the reverse, where we felt that we needed to have more height at the show court end. That also allowed us to build up all the movement studios, etc., at the high end of the building, and then allowed us to slope the roof down to where we're standing now, which is at the low end. And those two forms are counterpoint to each other. And it just helps us have, I think, an urban response that's probably appropriate to a building such as this. At the end of the day, it's a community building. The last thing you want is something imposing. The last thing you want is something that isn't inviting, isn't encouraging you to approach the building, to see it for what it is, to come into it. A lot of the design intent too is to try and make the most of engaging between the spaces by creating glass walls, just to connect the spaces that you have both horizontally and vertically. And you'll see that certainly in a variety of spaces, whether it's from the running track looking into the show court, whether it's the court here that we're standing in looking at the various sporting bodies behind us. You can see the spaces and a whole lot of things going on up above you as well. We thought that was a really important part of what we were trying to create here.